Welcome back. The red-hot San Jose Earthquakes took off to the Windy City to take on the Fire. But first, the LA Galaxy crossed the country to face the New England Revolution. Coming into the weekend, New England hoped to bounce back from an abysmal midweek Open Cup qualifier that ended in a 5-0 thrashing from Sporting Kansas City. The Revs held the Galaxy to a 1-1 draw in their first meeting this season, but head coach Steve Nicol wanted even more on Saturday before seeing Shalrie Joseph and Benny Feilhaber depart for the Gold Cup. Riding high on a 3-game win streak, the Galaxy welcomed back David Beckham right in time for the weekend. Bruce Arena's side was primed to pounce on New England and move one game closer to the Supporters' Shield. Landon Donovan hoped to continue his scoring ways, and Donovan Ricketts manned the net just before leaving for the Jamaican national team. Jim Watson and Mark Rogandino were at Gillette Stadium to call the action.
It has been a fantastic month, not only for the Galaxy, but in particular Landon Donovan, who leads Major League Soccer in scoring with 8 goals, and David Beckham is the best assist maker in MLS with 6. Lekic with a lot of traffic, so he's going to try to switch this ball. Todd Donovan reads it, comes out, and pokes it back across midfield. That's Lopez on the end, creates traffic for Barrett. Barrett with the left, and saved by Matt Reese.
And a good save from Matt Reese to parry that one around the near post.
Header, Gonzalez off the crossbar, and fallen up and wide.
Great job by Gonzalez to rise up. Oh, Reese gets a touch to it. See when the ball comes down.
And it's got to be all the way over,
yep,
right?
That was the right call. And Donovan just trying to get a touch to put it into the back of the net.
Lopez juggling in the area, turns onto the left foot. John Franklin comes back to Beckham, and right back into the area. The header! He's first!
Look at this ball, and Lopez just gets enough to tuck it home at the far side.
Yeah, he barely redirects this. You can see it goes to the far post, and he's got his back to that post. The current Miss LA Galaxy, Laura, was with Jackie Pickering on the field last week, Home Depot Center. Lopez as he tests Reese. Yeah, he is skipping along about every 6 or 7 step. He just takes some pressure off, and there's Reese. Most people expect the Galaxy to win that one, take 3 points, but it was New England who scored first. Ended up having the match. Shalrie Joseph, and saved on the back line, and cleared. De La Garza may have just saved the points, but they're not all yet. At the crossbar again. Joseph again, cleared again. No goal. No goal. What happened on the second one?
Well, the first one there, Ricketts was actually hesitant to come out, and you know, he who hesitates is lost. De La Garza does like what you want a defender to do, getting back inside. Same one we saw in the first half. Does this one go across? Landon Donovan comes to push it away.
New England desperate for one more look at it. Donovan against Alston. Landon Donovan. Lay it out, Cardozo with the left, and Reese parries it away. But that's it. The whistle sounds, and the Galaxy survive.
In a rare occurrence, Chicago and San Jose met for the second time this week on Saturday night, after the Fire had dropped the Earthquakes on penalty kicks to advance into the Open Cup proper in midweek. However, in MLS play, Carlos de los Cobos' club hasn't won since the 14th of April. With the Uruguayan duo of Gaston Purari and Diego Chavez's hot start to the season cooled off, could midfielder Marco Papa and new addition Christian Nazarit help reignite the Fire attack? Although being on the wrong side of the midweek result against the Fire, San Jose comes in confident after outscoring opponents 8-2 in its last 4 games. Surprise Gold Cup inclusion Chris Wondolowski intended on adding to his goals tally before joining the national team. Jason Hernandez and Ike Opara look to stay steady in the back for the Quakes. Dan Kelly and John Schrader had the commentary from Toyota Park.
These are a couple of teams that have done well in the second halves of games, and which team can step it up and get a good start, I think will go a long ways toward what happens here this evening, especially the fact that they played 120 minutes on Tuesday in the U.S. Open Cup.
Well protected was the San Jose box. Now it's Chavez. Fires off the inside of the post.
Chavez gets past Corrales, and he strikes the ball. Bush turns around and just hopes that bar is in the right place. And he can't believe it. In fact, it looked like it skimmed off the left post as well.
Gonzalo Segarras giving to Dominic Oduro. Oduro nudges it in front. Going towards the goal. Bush making the save. Diego Chavez. Nazaret's got space and lets it rip, and Bush there to make the stop.
Stevenson needs to get a little bit more aggressive offensively. What a great pass.
Corrales will bring it in. Lenhart the header, and Steven Lenhart just missing the goalpost as he had Sean Johnson diving.
So really their best opportunity of the game.
Ampai Patakwan moves it in. They score! San Jose strikes off the corner kick.
The captain who's not wearing the captain's band tonight, Ramiro Corrales.
Cooley knocked away, but not out of harm's way. Palladini lets it rip over the crossbar. Chavez. Nazaret steps into it. Rebound, scores! Dominic Oduro, we're level at 1.
This deflects off a defender, and it skips up off the left post and then off the right post, and Oduro beats everybody to it and puts it in the back of the net. So San Jose's lead lasted about 7 or 8 minutes.
Chicago Fire open it up. I wonder if Sporting KC management might want to rethink, though, that starting on the road, as it's been a rough start, as now it's San Jose's Ramiro Corrales to Wondolowski. Big stop, Sean Johnson. This is Corrales. Back to Ampai Patakwan. The header, they score! San Jose taking the 2-1 lead in front.
Fabulous team soccer right there. Corrales brings it in. Ampai Patakwan sends it in to Wondolowski.
Right back to Baggio. Baggio towards goal, and the Fire have leveled it. Corey Gibbs his first one for the men in red.
Dives in and drives it inside the post.
And finally, we do get that final whistle as Gibbs and the Chicago Fire get another draw, and San Jose now unbeaten in their last 4 matches.
Next on the MLS Review Show, the MLS Match of the Week featured the battle for the Lone Star State as FC Dallas took on Houston. Catch up on all the relevant soccer stories around the world each weekday morning with The Kickoff, compiled by fan favorite Simon Borg. Whether it's a story about the latest European superstar linked to an MLS team, a controversial quote from a head coach, or a game preview with an interesting slant, you'll find it in The Kickoff. With as many as 20 links within the article, you can learn all you need to in the world of soccer with just one stop each morning. Welcome back. Kansas City continues their grueling road trip with a trip to the Rockies. But first, it's time for our Match of the Week. A lot has gone into this year's Texas Derby, from billboards to aerial signs to Twitter wars. There's obviously no love lost between Houston and Dallas. Entering the match against the Dynamo, FC Dallas had a 489-minute shutout streak going. After a horrible start to the 2011 campaign, followed by the loss of last year's league MVP David Ferreira, their level of play had surprised many. With Breck Shea and Fabian Castillo playing at their best, teams have struggled to handle the Dallas left flank. But it's been the stellar play of center backs George John and Ugo Ihemelu that have baffled the opposition. Hoping to unlock Dallas's stingy defense, Houston looked for their big men to break their rival's shutout streak. Frustrated by their lack of output in midweek, Dominic Kinnear knew Jeff Cameron would need to take the attention off league assist leader Brad Davis in order to get the result. Could the Dynamo overcome a Dallas side primed to make another long unbeaten run? Glenn Davis was on the call from Robertson Stadium.
And it is game on. The first of 2 meetings this year on a Memorial Day weekend. FC Dallas threw a ton into that win in front of 36,000 at Seattle. Cameron now. Nice ball. Brad Davis. He's got a little space. Cuts it back. Squares it. Save. Kevin Hartman in self-defense. Left-footed shot off the post. Headed back in. And a goal. Castillo off the shot. Comes off the crossbar. Yes, headed back in by Andrew Jacobson. Weaver. He's got a bit of space. We'll get back to that in a minute. Tried to cut it back. Davis is here. Towards the end line. He's made space around Jackson. Squares it. Chance here. It's tied up.
It falls to the feet of Davis. Look at the acceleration beyond Jackson. He pulls it back. He knows where he's going.
Palmer. He does have power from long range. Level Palmer gets a shot off Safe Hartman. And it handcuffed him. Rekche. This is breakout time. He's got room to run at the Dynamo defense. Castillo to his left. Rodriguez shot from Shea. What a save from Hall. Rekche hit a bullet. And again reminds us how dangerous he is. Tons of bodies in the box. In it comes. The header! Goal number 2 for FC Dallas.
There's nothing Hall can do here. It's a snap header.
Shea, late challenge from Sarkoti. And he is carrying a yellow. And things are going to get worse for the Houston Dynamo. He is red carded. He is done. So Houston now has got to go their way with 10 men here tonight.
Let's see, it's a late sliding challenge on a wet playing surface. It carries him through the backside of Breck Shea.
There's no doubt. Weaver. Davis. In the interior midfield. Davis. Good ball. To Colin Clark to tie it, and he does. Colin Clark has tied it up for Houston.
It's Weaver and Davis. That one splits 2 central midfielders. The vision here of Davis. Clark knows right here he has to guide it on target.
And that does it. So it's a share of the spoils here tonight at Robertson Stadium.
Disappointed that we weren't able to hold on in the end, but I think it gives a lot of credit to Houston and their desire not to lose.
3 points from home those games are going to get us into the playoffs, not ties. So we got to look at the mistakes we're making and try to fix them. But we're close, but we got to start fixing those mistakes right away if we're going to be heading into the postseason.
I think we started off very well, but as of right now, we're tied in points. So we'll see what happens at their place.
After Sporting's heartbreaking loss in the final seconds at Quest Field, no one would fault Peter Vermeer's side if they were a little hesitant heading into Colorado. But a midweek 5-0 drubbing of New England in Open Cup play had shown just how potent their attack could be. With Omar Bravo fully returned from injury, CJ Sapong started up top with a Mexican international. The Rapids may have eked out a road point in New York, but Colorado couldn't be particularly happy with the way they handled a first-half onslaught from the Red Bull. Gary Smith's side would hope to clamp down on Kansas City's attack by pressing their thin midfield. Connor Casey, who looked dangerous off the bench on Wednesday, would return to the starting 11 for the home team. Mike Haynes and Marcelo Balboa brought you the action from altitude at Dick's Sporting Goods Park.
Out with a sports hernia. He's 31 years old, 5'7", 150 from Mexico, and we are underway at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Very dangerous. A chance for Sporting. The shot! Pickens deflects it.
But look at it, nice and easy. Boom, he gets his tackle in. Right there, he fights off Wells Thompson. Here he comes in. He's coming right at your screen. He's going to that far post.
Chance to hold it in for the Rapids. Now Connor Casey in a foot race. Casey's got a chance. Casey shoots. And Casey with a goal.
Connor Casey does a great job of anticipating. Look at this anticipation. He sees it. All of a sudden, he freezes the goalkeeper. Can't get it. Beats him. Puts it in the back of the net for his first goal of the year.
And a chance here for Bravo. And it's a save and cleared.
Great play here by Sporting Kansas City. Look at Susie right there. Plays it in. Omar Bravo gets in. I like the step, and he's trying to fool him. He has Picking going the wrong way.
Akpan takes a shot, and it's just wide. 62nd minute. Connor Casey with a little space. Casey's got Lorenowitz right wing. Lorenowitz rips it, and it's too high.
But look at the strength and the vision. He sees it, great ball in. Beasler makes a mistake trying to slide in, leaves it wide open, and he puts it over the top.
And ahead, chance to counter for Sporting. They've got 3 forward. Rapids defenders are back, however, it's sent through. Opportunity here. And a sliding tackle in the box. Let's see.
Not corner. Look at Marvin Witt. Great timing on the tackle from the side. Gets to the ball. But look at this. Right there. Perfect timing. Right before Bomberry goes and shoots that.
There's LeBeau. LeBeau shoots it through. Akpan there. Akpan takes a shot, and it's deflected by Nielsen. Now Sporting Kansas City with it in their attacking zone. Left foot shot, and it goes in!
Look at the way he sets him up. Kimura's dropping. You can see he caught him off bounds. Kimura starts stumbling.
Kimura sends it in. Casey is there. Up high. Full on! Deflected! Full on fighting for it. And that is it. Connor Casey, the lone goal for the Colorado Rapids tonight.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Seattle's Freddie Montero looks to earn his wages against a stagnant RSL. MLSsoccer.com is home to the best original soccer content on the web. This includes regular weekly features like John Bolster's Monday postgame, kicking off each week, reviewing the events from the previous one. On Tuesday, the MLS Power Rankings come out, illustrating the current position of each team in the opinion of the editorial staff. Postcard from Europe features a Q&A with American playing abroad every Wednesday. Peer into the mind of MLS Soccer's Jonah Friedman every Thursday with The Throw-In. Finally, Fridays bring the Armchair Analyst, where Matthew Doyle breaks down a statistical or tactical trend in the world of MLS or the U.S. national team. All of this and much more, including all the breaking news and updates, every week on MLSsoccer.com.